Hello guys, today I'm back with Numbers chapter 15 today. God is instilling confidence like that. We're going to go into Canaan. And also today we're going to learn about other offerings and how to do it. So today let's start. Here is what the Lord said to Moses. Chapter 15, Other Offerings. Here is what the Lord said to Moses. Say to the Israelites, you are going to enter the land I am giving you as a home. When you do, you will present food offerings to the Lord. The animals must come from your herd or flock. The smell of the offerings will please the Lord. They can be either burnt offerings or sacrifices. They can be either for special promises or for feast offerings, or they can be for offerings you choose to give. With each of the offerings, the person who brings it must present to the Lord a grain offering. It must be 8 cups of the finest flour. It must be mixed with a quart of olive oil. Also, prepare a quart of wine as a drink offering. You must present it with each lamb that you bring for the burnt offering for the sacrifice. Prepare a grain offering to present along with a ram. The grain offering must be 16 cups of the finest flour. It must be mixed with 2.5 pins of olive oil. You must bring 2.5 pins of wine as a drink offering. Offer everything as a smell that pleases the Lord. Suppose you prepare a young bull as a burnt offering or sacrifice. You prepared it to keep a special promise to the Lord. Or you prepare it to present as a friendship offering. Then bring a grain offering with the bull. The grain offering must be 24 cups of the fine flour. It must be mixed with 2 quarts of olive oil. Also bring 2 quarts of wine as a drink offering. It will be a food offering. Its smell will please the Lord. Each bull or ram must be prepared in the same way. Each lamb or young goat must also be prepared in that way. Do it for each animal. Do it for as many animals as you prepare. Everyone in Israel do those things in that way. He must do them when he presents a fruit offering. The smell of offerings like that pleases the Lord. Everyone must always do what the law requires. It does not matter whether they are an outsider or anyone else living among you. They must do exactly as you do when they present a food offering. The smell of offerings like that pleases the Lord. The community must have the same rules for you and for any outsider living among you. This law will last for all time to come. In the sight of the Lord, the law applies both to you and any outsider. The same laws and rules will apply to you and to any outsider living among you. The Lord said to Moses, Speak to the Israelites. Say to them, you are going to enter the land I am talking you to. You will eat its food. When you do, present part of it as an offering to the Lord. Present the loaf made from the finest flour you grind. Present it as an offering from the threshing floor. You must present the offering to the Lord. You must present it from the first grain you grind. You must do it for all time to come. Offerings for sins that aren't committed on purpose. Suppose you as a community fail to keep any of the commands the Lord gave Moses, and suppose you do it without meaning to. That applies to any of the commands the Lord told Moses to give you. and they are in effect from the day the Lord gave them and for all time to come. Suppose the community sins without meaning to, and suppose they don't know they have sinned, then the whole community must offer a young bull. They must sacrifice it for a burnt offering. Its smell will please the Lord. Along with it, they must offer a required grain offering and drink offering. They must also sacrifice the male goat for sin offering. With it, the priest will pay for the sin of the whole community of Israel. Then they will be forgiven. They did not mean to commit that sin, and they have presented to the Lord a food offering for the wrong thing they did. They have brought a sin offering with it. The Lord will forgive the whole community of Israel and the outsiders living among them. All the people had a part in the sin, even though they did not mean to do it. But suppose just one person sins without meaning to, then that person must bring a female goat for a sin offering. It must be a year old. With it, the priest will pay for the person's sin in front of the Lord. The priest will do it for the one who did wrong by sinning without meaning to. When the sin is paid for, that person will be forgiven. The same law applies to everyone who sins without meaning to. It does not matter whether they are an Israelite or an outsider. But suppose someone sins on purpose, it does not matter whether they are an Israelite or an outsider. They speak evil things against the Lord. They must be separated from the community of Israel. They have not respected what the Lord has said. They have broken the Lord's commands. They must certainly be separated from the community. They are still guilty. A man works on the Sabbath day. Well, who will ever do that? Some person that did not obey the Lord. Yeah, he did it. Let's don't become like him. The Israelites were in the desert. On one Sabbath day, people saw a man gathering wood. They brought them to Moses and Aaron and the whole community. They kept them under guard. It wasn't clear that what should be done to him. Then the Lord said to Moses, "The man must die. The whole community must kill them by throwing stones at him. They must do it outside the camp." So the people took the man outside the camp. They killed them by throwing stones at him. They did just as the Lord had commanded Moses. The Lord said like this, "Okay, you got that guy, you just kill him. But take him outside the camp. I don't want everyone to become unclean and so take them outside the camp. Take him outside the camp and kill him with stone throwing." So Moses said, "Okay, yeah, guys, let's just take him outside the camp and throw stones at him." So, yeah, they pulled him outside the camp and then throw stones. That's all. Tassels on clothes. The Lord said to Moses, "Say to the Israelites, you must make tassels on the corners of your clothes. A blue cord must be on each tassel. You must do it for all time to come. You'll have the tassels to look at. They will remind you to obey all the Lord's commands. Then you will be faithful to him, and you will not chase after what your own hearts and eyes wish for. You'll remember to obey all my commands, and you will be set apart for your God. I am the Lord your God. I brought you out of Egypt to be your God. I am the Lord your God." Yeah, we read it all about today, so today's summary is about other offerings and what do you do when a man doesn't listen at the Sabbath day and just work with the cattle and offerings that are offerings of sin that were not made by purpose, and there was two of them. The whole community or only one man. And if a man makes a crime on purpose and tassels on clothes. Yeah, today we learned about that. Yeah, guys, that's all for the summary. So let's pray today. Okay, let's start. Dear God, today we learned about Numbers chapter 50. Today we learned about other offerings and offerings for sin that wasn't committed in purpose, and we learned too about that from the whole community, and only one person, and also when a person commits a crime in purpose, and lastly, when a person doesn't listen to God and work at the Sabbath day. And more. Today we learned about a good lesson today, and think always, and we will listen to God and obey God for the time to come, from now, and think always. Amen. Yeah, guys, today it's the end of the video today, so I need to say goodbye. So yeah, thank you for watching our videos. I hope you see you next time. Goodbye.